Business editor Richard Southern joins us now for the day's business headlines. And Richard, Ontario farmers are lowering the cost of eggs, but shoppers shouldn't get too excited.
You were just revealing your love of eggs to me during the break. You're an avid egg eater.
I have eggs every single morning, so I'm hoping this is good news for me because...
Have you noticed the price going up for what you pay for them?
I have, yes. But like with everything else, prices have been going up, but eggs as well, which has been hurting me because I do have them every single day.
Right, and I wish I had better news for you, but I mean, here's what's happened. We actually had a glimmer of hope that egg prices might be going down because Egg Farmers of Ontario, which kind of sets the price, they actually announced recently a price drop. Egg Farmers of Ontario said the price would go down 14 cents a dozen starting January 29th. But then came along Canada's largest egg producer and supplier, Burnbrae Farms. Sure, you've seen those eggs in the supermarket. They announced that they're raising the prices they charge supermarkets by 10 cents a dozen on March 19th. So almost offsetting the drop announced by Egg Farmers of Ontario. Bottom line here, egg prices aren't going to get any cheaper. Burnbrae says they're forced to raise prices because their own costs are going up. Of course, a lot of people are looking not at the egg producers or the egg farmers, but they're looking, Melissa, at the Canadian grocery chains, the Loblaws, the Sobeys, the Metros of the world, accusing them, some are, of raising prices beyond where they should be. Everything's gone up except for bananas. I don't know if you noticed, bananas, for whatever reason, have stayed pretty steady, but hopefully you get a bit of a break on your daily egg dose soon, although I wouldn't expect it.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, I have to switch to bananas in the morning, I guess. The only cheaper option. Now, we're getting some new Canadian housing numbers tonight, and we're seeing something that hasn't happened in well over a decade.
Yeah, I mean, the housing market went bananas for a long time and then cooled off quite a bit this year, and we're getting more of an indication of that today. A report from Royal LePage said the average price of a home in Canada in the fourth quarter was down year on year. The first time that's happened since 2008, when we were in the throes of the financial crisis. Canada-wide, the average price, $757,000 in the quarter, down 2.8% year on year. Obviously, the average price here in Toronto higher than that, but we've certainly seen prices come down here in the GTA proper. However, Royal LePage rightly notes that home prices do remain above pre-pandemic levels. So for all the talk of the housing market softening, we can't forget that we're still actually ahead of where we were before the pandemic hit.
Okay, and most economists are predicting some sort of recession this year, but the question is, how severe will it be?
Yeah, there was a big Canada Club lunch downtown today. All the big economists from the banks weighed in, and BMO's chief economist, he said he's surprised by how resilient the Canadian economy is in the face of rising inflation rates. Rising interest rates, rather. And he's right. I mean, we posted 104,000 job gains in December, and delinquency payments on mortgages are low. Still, the Bank of Montreal said today it is expecting a recession, noting that historically, recessions can't be avoided when interest rates rise as fast as they have over the past year.